This piece of wood represents another part of the puzzle. This was the main fuel source for human beings for thousands and tens of thousands of years, wood. But it has various disadvantages. Firstly, there isn't much energy in here. There's probably as much energy in that piece of wood as there is in this piece of coal. And secondly, you have to grow it or allow it to grow, and it takes up space. And this explains one of the great puzzles about the development of England, because why was it that England developed the coal industry far more than anywhere else in Europe and anywhere else in the world? Well, one of the theories is that it's because it's an island, and it was very fond of growing crops and particularly keeping animals and sheep. And so the area for wood was very constrained. It was also needed wood for shipbuilding and other things. So early on there was a wood crisis. And so by about the 16th century, people were being told that they mustn't burn wood. So you had to find some other kind of fuel. You needed fuel for the big cities, the growth of London. You needed fuel for salt making, for glass making, for all sorts of things. And so people looked elsewhere, and they began to develop an alternative source of energy, coal. So even by the 16th, 17th century, England was very heavily dependent on coal in a way which was different from the continent. And one effect of this was that the coal, as it became common, made it possible for the English to develop their agriculture, because they didn't need to use the land for growing trees, and also they could burn lime for fertilizer using the energy of the coal. So the agricultural revolution grew out of the coal, and the success of British agriculture in general was one consequence. So the interrelation between coal and wood is one of the really central dynamics of English history.